Well, good afternoon, guys. Um, I was reading an article on one of these police websites. It's by a guy. I guess he had a friend of his that had been the Buckeye Bandit, and it's another one of those stories that I talk about of cops that do very heroic things, but then wind up becoming monsters. This cop, he had wound up shooting somebody. Uh, got in a fight. The guy took his gun, had the gun pointed at him directly, and he's able to turn the gun and fire the magazine past his head. And one of the bullets nicked his ear. That's how close it was. And the guy was arrested. I think the guy ended up later on getting loose. Somebody dropped the gun for him, and he got it, acquired a gun, and got away, broke from custody. Then he was arrested 2 more times, but kept getting away. So this guy, I'm gonna call him Kevin. So Kevin, he became the police union guy, turn order police guy, whatever. Long story short, he wasn't attending meetings. He weren't holding meetings. He ended up embezzling over $36,000. Police, I think his friend and the other officers, they confronted him. They talked to him and all this stuff. And he actually was like, you know what? I'm gonna pay it back. I'm gonna pay it back. And basically give me a break. But he says basically they're like, no, we can't do that. And so I think they were going to, but the one of the cop supervisors was like, no, you have to do it. And so the guy was gonna commit suicide. And he put a band on his uniform. They ended up confronting him in a parking lot of a bank, talking to him. The kid ended up getting killed later on by the FBI. They ran down on him. They're like, when he found out he started becoming suicidal, which doesn't surprise me. You see that with a lot of these cops. Remember that guy, G.I. Joe, in Illinois? You don't hear about these cases. I know they talk about Blue Lives Matter. You don't hear about these cases where cops shoot themselves. There's been quite a few cases of cops shoot. There was a police I seen where he jumped in front of a car. And they pulled everybody at the car, roughed him up. He jumped. It's clear he jumped in front on the hood. The guy was stopping. The guy was, oh shit. You don't hear about these cases too much. I noticed that. So anyway, this guy lost his life. And the cop was trying to make it like, oh, well, this is, what we have to do with police PTSD. And I made a comment. I said, what gets me by this is the more that they try to get you to understand the other side of the perspective of the police, the more I realize the cops are not held to the highest standard that they hold. No, they're not. Clearly, they're not. They are not held to the same standard that we are. The fact that we're even talking about a man embezzling over $36,000 and keeping his police job for over a fucking month, that shows you right there it ain't the same. But I remember police protect capital. Remember that. Police protect the ruling class. So they're always going to have a little, like all the progressive stuff we talk about, they'll get that. They'll get the progressive stuff, the progressive advances. We won't. I mean, I drive a gas tanker. If I'm caught stealing any gas, I'm fired. Not $1,000, not $500. I go to jail. I get fired, and they even say they'll try to charge you federally. This cop stole $36,000, and you were actually having a discussion about him paying it back. The fuck? And the fact that he brought that up means that he thought he could. That's what that was. The fact that he brought that up right there and let you know right there, okay, this dude, he believed, oh, come on, guys. You know, wink, wink. Come on, guys. I got your back. It's okay. They look at it as PTSD. I don't see it as that. I see it as cops getting excuses. That cop they had that ran up in the house and put a gun on his ex-wife and her boyfriend. Same thing. 100% preventable incident. I try to bring it home. This happened in Charlotte. I don't know anything about Ohio other than racist crackers up there. Same thing, man. Same thing. You're dealing with race soldiers. You're dealing with people who just they make all this stuff about black people, but they do the same shit in a different way, obviously differently. And then the fact that he kept his job for, you know what I could do in a month? God forbid if I had a job like that and something happened. I could have another job and I probably wouldn't have to lose nothing. I had to cut back a little bit, but I'd survive. I had over a month and I knew the police was coming for me. How many people you know are suspended? You know what I mean? That's why people don't like cops. It's not because we're criminals. It's not because we want to just get away with committing crimes. It's because we know at the end of the day, cops aren't held to the highest standard. If you want to be out here talking about you're against people smoking weed and this and that and the other, clean your own house first. As Willie D says. No more talking.